Good morning. It's me. It's Tina Turner. And I'm with you this Sunday morning all the way through, right until 11 o'clock. It's me, it's Eve Myles, and thank you so much for your company. On the show this week, we have comedians Dan Thomas, who's a lot funnier than I was opening this section. We've got Dan Thomas, Sarah Bridgman, and live music from Sister Bodhi, who are fantastic. I can't wait for you to hear them. I'll be having a chat with Gogglebox's June Bernakoff, and Sunday lunch is a hang fire barbecue, so look out. But also, the text machine is up running, 8 10 12, 8 10 12, and it is Ask Me Anything. What have I let myself in for? Here's some David Gray.
Sunday morning with Eve Myles on BBC Radio Wales.
I always forget how fantastic David Gray's music is. I absolutely think it's brilliant. It takes me back to some really good memories that I can't possibly talk about on a Sunday morning. Anyway, you're listening to BBC Radio Wales and I'm Eve Myles. I hope you're all well today. I hope you've had a really nice week. Keeping me company in the studio today is Dan Thomas and Sarah Bridgman. How's your week been, guys?
It's been lovely. I've been locked in an editing bay making a show for S4C, but it's lovely.
Yeah, mine's been really good. I've had the spring cold that literally everyone is having. But other than that, it's been really good.
So you've been busy?
Very busy sorting out the house because it feels like spring now, doesn't it?
Yes.
Especially the last couple of days. So definitely clearing out.
Is it the dust? That's what's doing it?
Probably the dust, yeah. If you're hacking my lungs up, I do apologise. But yes, definitely, yeah, thank you.
And you're editing for what?
We've made a stand-up show for S4C that's going to go online, and so we've been just taking all the best bits from like about 9 hours, it feels like, a stand-up, and just bringing it down to like these small little shows about specific topics. So it's been finding all the best things. It's great. I mean, it's fine. I'm sure there's some people who don't kill your darlings. We're killing other people's darlings, so it's fine.
You look remarkably well considering you've had very little sleep.
I've had very little sleep, but yeah. I think I'm just comparing me to Sarah here, who looks, if I may... Oh, I'm in trouble now. You look great for someone who's your words hacking your lungs up.
Yeah, we should have done a makeup on. I should at least look a little.
I'm wearing makeup as well.
You look gorgeous. We can tell you're wearing makeup, Dan, every time you walk in here. But with Sarah, we can't. But we will say to the listeners that Sarah's having one of these little moments where she's done one of those things that happen when they're not meant to happen. When you take an in-breath and it goes, and then it sounds like you're going to throw up the entire time. So this is where we're at with Sarah. But you're carrying on, and you're doing really, really well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm going to go to a track now to give you a bit more time to be sick in the corner. All right, love? Okay, listen, Desmond Dekker. Enjoy. Hello out there. Sarah has... she's gone again. She's gone again, everybody. Welcome to my show, BBC
Watch.
We are going to be doing musical crushes this week, and I just want to put it to the studio. Who do you think my musical crush is? Or was? Who do you think, Dan?
Well, I mean, John Barrowman has got an album.
Yeah, and I've tried everything possible there, and that's a no-go area.
Okay.
I reckon someone bluesy.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't know why. I reckon he'd like blues type.
Do you want a clue?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, tight trousers. Hello.
Tom Jones.
No, tight trousers, long hair, bandana.
Oh.
John Bon Jovi.
No.
I was thinking John Bon Jovi.
A very high-pitched voice.
Willie Nelson.
Male or female?
I'm gonna have to pitch in, because it's going downhill. Axl Rose.
Really?
Yeah, when I was young, I had all the albums.
I was going to say, at
loved
that
it.
age, not now.
Listen. I'm open to all suggestions. Okay, I'm not fussy, but I used to absolutely love him. I mean, the music more so, I think, rather than an aesthetic kind of crush on him. But the one that I did have a massive crush on was Matt Goss.
Really?
Bros, right? I learned to kiss properly on a poster in my on my bedroom wall. There was the mouthpiece of the poster. Hello, BBC. Hello, everybody out there, listeners. I'm telling you my innermost secrets. The mouth bit was missing on the poster because I'd snogged the face off him. And
Was it on a wall, or were you holding the poster up? I mean,
I did everything done.
So you were plowing through the plaster on the wall as well, presumably.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Yeah, it became like a breakfast bar.
So did you watch the documentary and how's he
I did.
telling?
One of my dear friends made the documentary, and I'm so pleased for their
Everyone's talking
success.
about it.
It's incredible. It's a brilliant documentary. I mean, it's so life affirming and heartwarming, and I'm so happy for them. It's just for them to show their side of things and what fame did to them and how they've come back. But the big news is he followed me on Twitter this week. And I'm not going to lie. It happened about 9:45 at night. I jumped so high off the couch. Brad thought something terrible had happened. And I jumped off the couch and I went, it's happened. It's finally happened. Mark Goss has followed me on Twitter and I had a little accident. Well, let's be honest. I didn't have a little accident. I had a big accident and I blamed it on the dog. That's what they're for, isn't it? The kids are in bed, so that wasn't going to work. So I'm going to play for everybody out there. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. This kind of song brings me to my knees. Dan, don't look at me. Don't look at me like that. It's a Sunday morning. This is Patience.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's a bit of a long one, so we're going to have to come out of it a little bit early. But I hope you enjoyed that. It's Axl Rose there. Lovely Guns N' Roses. Oh, it's still going. I just want to keep listening to it. It's amazing. I'm going to come to you, Sarah, with your crush, your musical crush. Who is it?
Yes, so this is George Ezra. It's quite a modern one, I guess. Since his album Staying at Tomorrow's came out, I haven't been able to stop listening to it. It's such a good album, the whole thing, all the songs, beginning to end. I just love it. And also, like, at Christmas, the last couple of years, Christmas Eve, I've had my parents over at my house, and it's like they're in their 70s. We've only got like 20 minutes of conversation a week, so they're like, hi Mum and Dad. I know they're going to be listening. They're going to be what? But I was like, I'll put some videos on YouTube. Or what do you put on, isn't it? And like, I love George Ezra because I love his sense of humour. His videos are hilarious. He has also these karaoke sing-along videos that are really funny as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And my mum and dad absolutely loved it. So I'm like, how rare is that, where you get, different generations, and it's very clean, and it's, I suppose it's a bit like when I was younger, you'd be the one that all the nanas love. But I think everybody, all the
Have you seen
generations
him doing bedtime stories?
No, I
He
haven't.
did a bedtime stories, and it was just really lovely because how he performs and how he comes across is completely different, really, because he's got such a bluesy kind of rock and rolly voice.
Yeah.
And then he's like, the perfect gentleman.
He seems like such a lovely lad.
Yes.
He seems like, I know it sounds a bit cliche, but he seems like the kind of guy that you wouldn't be afraid to say hello to, and he wouldn't, he'd always be very polite and very nice. He's
Would
like
you get
a
off
nice
with
young
him?
man.
Would you get off with him?
That's the only thing. I'm sorry, George. I just don't find him in the least bit sexy.
How old is he?
That
Downside.
that huge build-up, and then you've come to... But I'm sorry. Yeah. It just doesn't do it for me. No. Sorry.
But his songs are brilliant. They just cheer me up.
Do you like him, Dan?
Yep, definitely.
You haven't a clue who he is.
I've got a clue who he is. I've heard the name. Granddad for you.
brilliant.
I've only
Yeah.
I consider Axl Rose to be new, right? That's how old I am, so.
And he did, have you heard of First Aid Kit? Swedish. I think they're Swedish. from
I have
London.
not.
He did a duo with them on his latest album. That's pretty good. It's like, they're really nice.
Just keep naming bands I haven't heard of. Come on, this will be fun.
I'm going to play a bit of shotgun for you.
I love it. I know all the words.
Come on,
It's
everybody.
brilliant.
Get up,
listen
get
to
dancing in our
that.
kitchen. Come on. Start your day off with a bang. Okay, so I'm waiting to get some texts in on 8, 10, 12. Text me, ask me anything, and the guys in the studio here will ask the questions for you. Keep them nice and clean and joyful, please. Thank you very much. 8, 10, 12. Come on, let's be hearing from you. So, Dan,
Yes.
come on then.
Well, first of all, I
Hang
just
on,
want to
first
say
of
I
all,
do know who George Ezra is, having heard the song.
As soon as
him.
it kicked in, you went,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
yes, I know now.
And he is also my crush now.
Oh. I could get used to this. We all did that at the same time, didn't we? Who's your crush, my love? Apart from us.
Well, quite. This is my first crush, really, in music. Was Lisa Loeb, who I'm not sure how many people remember, but she had this one huge hit that we're going to play in a minute called "Stay," which was in the film Reality Bites, which was maybe the first grown-up film I ever watched when I was about 12 or 13, whenever it came out, and I just really fancied her straight away. She had glasses. She was nerdy like I was. I was like, she's lovely. She's not like, it wasn't, because this was around the time of Baywatch and everyone else was all about Pam Anderson. I was like, nah, it's not really my cup of tea. And then I saw this, this like coffee club folky singer. I was like, hello. Apparently that's my brand.
Oh, cool. So that's your
yes,
crush.
and also she follows me on Twitter as well, and that was very exciting. Not quite the same as yours, because I said Lisa Loeb, please follow me, and she did. There was more admin on her part.
Yeah, I don't think. Please follow me.
Yeah. A friend of mine.
I love you for that, Dan. That's brilliant.
And I said to a friend of mine, I just said at Lisa Loeb, please follow me, and she did. And my friend went, I wonder if it works on MC Hammer, and it did. You've just got to ask these people and they will follow you.
That's it. That's my new thing all day today. Now I'm just going to follow loads of people.
I'm asking John Cusack. Please follow
John
me.
Cusack.
I love John Cusack. He's my. I would die if I met him. I would literally die. I love him so much.
Right, should we make a pact then to see it by next week?
Right.
How many people we follow?
Yes.
How many followers we get back?
Yes.
Right, that's the game.
I mean, I played it. I wasn't cool at all with Matt Goss. I mean, like I was saying when the music was playing, that Brad said to me, my husband said, give it a while now, give it a while, give it a while. And I was like, too late,
a minute.
too late. I literally took an in breath. And he was like, follow, straight back. But
yeah, why not?
so this is Stay, I Missed You.
Oh yeah,
Yes?
you'll get it now when you.
I'm
hear
going to
it.
take you right back to seeing that beautiful young girl. Yeah. The glasses on. And this is for you, Dan, my friend. How was that, Dan?
Oh, that lovely. That took me right back.
That was lovely.
Aww.
You started getting little memories, didn't you?
Yes. I'm not going to say the what.
No, you're sitting there with a lovely big smile on your face. This is my favourite part of the show. It's becoming the favourite part of my show. It's the weather. I really enjoy doing this. It's like a character. I really enjoy it. So here we go, everybody. Let's look at the weather. Early mist, fog or low cloud should clear, with the day mainly sunny and dry. However, there will be an increasing risk of showers in the evening, fairly mild, despite a gentle northeasterly wind. Maximum temperatures 13 to 16 degrees. Factor 50 for you, Dan. Factor 50. This evening and tonight, mainly cloudy and some scattered light showers, especially across the central and eastern areas. Oh, I love doing this. Coastal areas may have some clear spells. However, mist and fog patches may form a gentle wind. I'm childish. I'm like a 10-year-old. Minimum temperature 6 to 9 degrees. Hot water bottle, Sarah. Hot water bottle. Tomorrow is cloudy with a few showers in the morning. However, the showers may turn widespread and heavy in the afternoon, bringing a chance of the odd rumble of thunder.
Ooh.
Dan has actually got his hands covering his face with disgust. Remaining fairly mild. Maximum temperature 12 to 15 degrees. That's your weather. OK, so we've got travel now with Jacob Strong.
Morning, not looking bad. It's moving nicely across towards the M4 on the Traffic Wales cameras. And don't forget, though, the eastbound side of the Severn Bridge, that's the M48, the original crossing, that's closed over to England for today and doesn't reopen until tomorrow at 6 o'clock, all due to road works. So as a result, you're diverted across the Prince of Wales Bridge instead, which is moving nicely. Newport, Cardiff, Swansea city centres, trouble-free. No accidents to report from the police, and the A55 on the cameras looking good. That's the latest from BBC Radio Wales Travel. On
FM Digital Radio.
Good morning. Eve Myles with you this Sunday morning on BBC Radio Wales. Thank you so much for your company and listening. I hope you're really enjoying the show so far. We've so much more coming up. Well, coming up, I'm going to get grilled by those hangfire girls. But first, let's have some Tears for Fears.
Sunday morning with Eve Myles on BBC Radio Wales.
Eve Myles with you on BBC Radio Wales. Thanks for listening, everybody. Now, it's time for some live music, and I have the fantastic Sister Bodhi with me today. Hiya, girls. Can I just say thank you so much for making such a big effort to come in and play for us today, because I understand it's been a very early start for you.
Just a bit.
What time did you start?
I woke up at 5 to come from Pems.
You've come up from Penn.
It's the second time this week.
Oh, well, we
That's
really,
good.
really appreciate it. What's the song that you're going to play for us first?
This is on our EP and it's called Home.
Can I dedicate this, please, to my daughters?
Of course.
I'm going to dedicate this to Matilda and Sienna. You listen every week. Don't panic. Mummy's going to be home in time to take you to the party later. But this is for you, my little beauties.
I've been driving, I've been driving, I've been driving all night long. I've been driving, still ain't home. I've been searching, I've been searching, I've been searching high and low. Searching and waiting, a heart needs a home. You're my heart, show me the way. I've been so lost along the way. What's left of my heart is yours to claim. Might not be much, ease my pain. I've been lonely, so lonely. I've been lonely for so long. I've been lonely, guide me home. I need your loving, I need your loving, I need your loving to call my own. I need your loving, I'll be home.
made my job quite difficult. I'm meant to talk now. And I don't know. You just cast a complete spell over this room. And I would imagine you've cast a spell over every listener in their home. And I'm not probably meant to do this on live radio, but Dan and Sarah, you'll have to take over. I'm going to give the girls a kiss.
That was a lovely song, wasn't it?
Dan, tell a joke.
I've done nothing. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Funny you could
I just got so excited I knocked my mic.
Thank you so much. Who wrote that?
We both did, yeah. That was the last song that was that made the EP, because we've been writing for a little while. And
How long have you been together, girls?
Not very long.
What?
no,
It's like you were born together.
I know.
so we're sisters.
We got together. We were doing a festival, both doing a festival individually,
Yeah.
and played a late night blues jam. Jodie was asleep in the corner, and I
Nothing
was
to do
on
with
stage.
alcohol consumed.
No.
All of a sudden, I'm very much in love with you, Jodie.
About 3:00 in the morning, I said, "Isn't Jodie here?" Slurred, "Isn't Jodie here?" And she woke up. And we sang together, and the organiser was there and said, "We want to book you for the main stage next year." And we said, "Well, we don't play together." They said, "Well, you do now."
And
So,
that's how it happened.
Yeah, our first gig was in November.
Yeah, for Tenby Blues Festival, the main stage. So
Oh, congratulations.
thanks.
Who's inspired you guys?
Bonnie Raitt.
Bonnie Raitt, definitely.
that
We
was-
both have
it
a
was real
mutual love.
Yeah. Otis Redding.
Yeah, God, loads
name
really.
them.
Free,
Yeah.
all sorts.
How long have you
yeah.
been together?
Well,
When did that happen?
That was November 2017.
That was our
we
first gig.
started writing about 6 months ago, I want to say. Is that right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably about 6 months
So we
ago,
haven't
yeah.
really done. We officially launched last weekend. We launched the EP and we launched us in St John's Church. So
That's just incredible. Your debut album.
EP, yeah.
yeah.
So it's the EP.
Yeah.
And what's on there?
we've got 5 tracks on there.
Yeah.
4 of them are ours. That last one was literally last edition.
Yeah.
And then the last track is we're honoured to have recorded a Geraint Watkins song, Only a Rose, with some very special guests on there. We got Geraint's brother on double bass, Dowie Watkins, and Mr. Andy Farrell on guitar. So
where can everybody see you? Because I kind of want to just keep you. It's so weird. I come across like a complete weirdo, don't I? But I just
just around the corner. It's fine.
Pop in anytime.
Where can we see you for our listeners to think? I mean, your website. You've got a website. Please tell me you do.
We've both got websites.
Yeah,
Yes.
separate websites. We put gigs on both our websites of individual stuff as well as duo.
Give us the address.
So I'm www.jodiemarie.co.uk and Bella.
It's www.bellacollinsmusic.com.
Okay, and all your upcoming gigs and things like that will be on there for everybody to know.
And especially our Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
It's SisterBodhiBand on all the kind of social media platforms and stuff, all that.
And is there any gigs coming up now that you'd like to announce?
Yeah, we've got Burnet's Hill Chapel. It's a lovely little chapel in Pembrokeshire, Martle Twy, on the 25th of April.
It's not much bigger than this room. It's really
Oh,
intimate.
it's-
It's
yeah.
beautiful.
Can I
gig.
come?
Please
yeah.
come.
Can
I'll
I?
give you a lift up.
Oh, I wear my yellow mac and everything.
Oh, they'll love it.
I promise. I'll eat strawberries, I'll drink beer.
Perfect.
You know, I'll be hysterical with wild hair. I'll do the lot for you.
Fantastic.
That was just really, really, really beautiful. Thanks, girls. Will you stay? Will you play a bit more for us later?
course.
We'd love to.
Okay, I'm going to play some Drifters. Oh, I'm still recovering from Sister Bodhi. It was amazing. So you're still listening to me, Eve Myles on BBC Radio Wales, and Owen is on after 11 o'clock. But before that, if you love Gogglebox like I do, then you probably loved June and Leon Bernikoff, the couple from Liverpool who were on the show from the very first series, actually. And sadly, Leon passed away in 2017, and now June's written a lovely book about their marriage. I'm so, so, so pleased to be joined by June. Hiya, June.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, June. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
I'm absolutely thrilled to pieces that you're speaking to me this morning. Thank you so much, June.
Oh, I'm delighted. Always delighted to be on Radio Wales.
Oh, well, you're a Tredegar girl originally.
I am indeed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tell us all about growing up in Tredegar.
Well, my father was a coal miner. My mother stayed at home like most miners' wives did in those days. I grew up running wild over on what we called the patches behind the house. Mother never knew where I was.
A proper Tredegar girl, then, June.
Or I was down in Silverbertley Park,
Yeah.
swimming there. Didn't matter what the weather was like, freezing cold, but, that was the way it was.
Lovely, a lovely, lovely childhood.
Absolutely, loved every minute of it.
Beautiful place to grow up, actually.
Pardon?
A beautiful place to grow up.
It was a lovely place to grow up, and there was so much culture there then, That's what I owe it all to my upbringing in Tredegar.
You were married to Leon for nearly 60 years.
I was, yes.
How does that work, June? How do you do that?
He was a very fun person.
Yes.
But very unpredictable. You never knew what was going to come out of his mouth. Thought with his mouth. I would say, Leon. We'd be out, and I'd be making eyes at him, don't say that. Why are you looking at me like that for?
Yes, it's that thing, isn't it, when you're in a relationship for so long? You don't really need to say anything. It's a look, especially a Tredegar look.
Yeah, my Tredegar look, yeah.
How did you meet, June?
We met at Teacher Training College.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, my friend and I went from Tredegar to Orsager in Cheshire. It's now it's gone now, but it was part of Liverpool Metropolitan University eventually.
Yes.
And we went there, and she introduced me to him.
Oh.
She did history with him, you see, and they were always vying to be top of the history group.
Yes.
And this big history group used to meet in the lounge after lectures, and she said, "Oh, come and to us. They were a great crowd. Come and join us." So we did, and that's how we met.
One of my questions that I have on the sheet here is, what was the attraction? Now, I don't really. I think that's quite. I don't really know how to ask that, June, to be honest with you. I mean, I can see what the attraction was.
Yeah. Yes. He had, I don't know if you remember his voice.
Yes.
He had a very distinctive voice.
Yes.
Wherever he was, I could pick him out by his voice. And that did attract, and he had a lovely smile, and his eyes were twinkling, He was, and he was very clever at manipulating conversation. Big crowd, lots of big personalities in it, but he knew when to speak,
Your parents weren't very keen on him, is that correct?
No, I mean, the opposite was I brought him down to Wales. They all liked him.
Nobody liked him?
Yeah, and then I assumed they knew he was Jewish, and apparently it hadn't dawned on them. And when it came out in conversation, they said this, this isn't going anywhere, is it? Be sensible.
Yes.
Well, I was never known for being sensible. I'm not being they always say I'm a bit, I don't know, a bit silly now, I'm unpredictable now. But so, yes, but his parents had more of an issue with it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And then you moved to Liverpool?
Yes, I moved to Liverpool to teach, and that was when I think both parents realised that it was going to be serious.
Yeah, and then you stayed there, June, is that correct?
Yes, I came for a year, and then I was going to go back to Gloucester, Worcester, so I'd be quite near home.
It's a beautiful place, Liverpool.
Yeah, but it never happened, yes. Well, I loved it when I first came. People are very warm here, very like South Wales. Very like it.
Yes.
Should I say Wales generally?
Yes, I found that actually. It's the same with Manchester and Liverpool. They have that kind of vibe, that you get when you come to Wales. There's a lovely people and a welcome, I feel.
Yes.
You were the first couple, weren't you, to get signed up on Gogglebox?
Yes, I think we were.
That's incredible. How did that happen?
Well, it wasn't me. That was Leon. He plays bridge. Now, believe it or not, he was a very good bridge player.
Was he?
Yes, very good. When he set his mind to it.
When he set his mind to it.
Yeah. Yes, and he came home one day and he said, "We're going to be on television."
Oh, my goodness.
I said, I just carried on. I was preparing the evening meal. He said, you're not listening. Anyway, I kept saying to him, "Leon, the casting group have been in to speak to you. They're coming back. They're coming to speak to you in 2 days." And they did. I didn't think they would.
Oh, yes.
They did. And then we did the demi tape, and then we didn't hear anything. And I think we'd both actually almost forgotten about it.
Yes.
And then we got the phone call.
It looked like the two of you had such fun doing it.
Oh, we did. It was, it was. I said to Leon when we finished filming the last series, I said, have you enjoyed it, Leon? He said, I've enjoyed every minute.
Oh.
Any regret? Not one, he said.
That's lovely to
I've
hear.
loved every minute of it.
Do you still watch it, June?
I do, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's
Only,
great.
I think there's only 3 families from the original now, but I've got to grow to like all the others, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as a big fan of the show, I absolutely loved watching you and Leon just sit there. And again, you needn't say anything to him when he'd be having a biscuit. And you'd look, all you'd need to do is look over the rim of the cup that you were drinking your tea from, and you just give him the stare.
I know, it was awful.
And he'd slowly put the biscuit down.
Yeah.
And it was when he'd start to pick the crumbs then off his belly and start eating the crumbs.
Oh, yeah.
That it's just used to crack us up watching it.
I've never met anybody who can get so many crumbs over him. I think it's the way he sits and he bites and it goes everywhere.
Oh, June, listen, I've really, really enjoyed chatting with you and finding out a bit more about you and Leon and how the nation fell in love with both of you. But I can't go without mentioning that you have a book, Forever Sweethearts, that you've written, and it's out now in paperback.
It is, yes. It came out on Friday.
It came out on Friday.
Yeah.
And this...
Our wedding photograph is on the front.
Oh.
And although it's a Liverpool background, obviously, because we spent most of all our married life here.
Yes.
The actual photograph it was taken in Tredegar.
Oh, that's wonderful. And all your memories, and I guess it's a bit of a love letter.
It is really,
Okay.
yes. It was lovely, because instead of dwelling on the sad times following his death, I could think back to all the fun times we had.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, it started with a lot of fun being carefree students, you know.
Yes.
Went on, for being teachers, parents, grandparents now. It was lovely.
Well, June, thank you very, very much. And I wish you all the luck and love with the book.
Thank you.
And with the future. Thank you so much, June.
And thank you for having me on your show.
Oh, it's
Thank
my
you.
absolute pleasure. Have a lovely, lovely Sunday. I'm going to play you some Sian Richards. Right, we've got another live song from Sister Bodhi. This is
a cover, actually,
Oh,
of
yes.
a song called Only a Rose. It's Geraint Watkins' song we have the pleasure of having on our new EP.
brilliant. And quickly, spell Bodhi.
It's BODHI.
Great.
In case they can't find us. Sister Bodhi. Yeah.
Let's have it. Lots of applause, lots of applause.
Only a rose, only a rose, only a rose for my darling. Only a rose, only a rose, only a rose for my darling. He was my pride and joy. He was my everything. He was my pride and joy. He was my everything. Only a rose, only a rose, was my everything. He was my pride and joy. He was my everything. Only a rose, only a rose, only a rose for my darling. Only a rose, only a rose, only a rose for my darling. Only a rose, only a rose, only a rose for my darling. Only a rose, only a rose, only a rose for my darling. For my, for
We were a little bit premature there, girls. Sister Bodhi, thank you so much. Good luck with everything. And let's have a bit of Mary Wilson. Cheers, girls.
News Thursday night at 8 on BBC One Wales.
Right, well, as you can hear, I have a studio full of lovely people. Yes, well, in between the applause coming in the wrong place and the coughing, I think the last bit went really well.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't be silly, as long as you're okay. Have some cake.
Oh, I am.
Hello, Owen Money.
Oh, Eve Myles, you always make my weekend. I just love her so much, Eve Myles, don't you?
I love you. We love you, Owen, as well.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. We are fangirling a little bit
The thing is, I knew they were going to say that's why I said
What you got coming up in your show,
well,
baby?
you know, as the usual, wonderful music that we play on a Sunday morning. And I've had a bit of a bad back for a while. I got really depressed last night, so I went and bought a bottle of whiskey.
Oh, not again?
I did.
Will you get a Grand Slam again?
Oh, that's it. It was a bit like the grand. And I sat there, and I just, because I chose a lot of the music on a Sunday, and my producer just said to me, "You were in a mellow mood last night, all the music you sent me about 11 o'clock last night, so I've got some great stuff coming
Oh,
in.
lovely.
Like Lou Rolls, like Mamas and the Pap, you know, things that the
Sunday faves, Owen. Sunday faves. Sit back, relax and enjoy.
So good. And look at these two fantastic ladies.
I know, that brings me on to my next bit. We have Sam and Shauna from Hangfire. Hi, girls.
Hello.
Thank you so much. I'm wearing a lovely Dolly Parton shirt, as I see.
Always don't leave the house without anything Dolly related.
Well, as they came in, I kind of pointed and went, "Oh, nice." And I just want to tell you, it's about the shirt. Okay, it's the T-shirt. It's the Dolly Parton T-shirt. What have you brought in, girls?
Well, we were going to bring some barbecue today, but the smokers are still going to feed the hungry hordes at the restaurant.
Yes.
So we baked some pies this morning. So we've got some lovely key lime pie.
Owen, help yourself. Go on.
Yeah. Oh, go on. Owen said he's on a diet, but he doesn't need it. Look at that figure.
Yeah, well,
I know.
He's a fine figure of a man.
You
know I love a belly.
That's why
He's on a protein bar.
Yeah.
And then we've got some pecan pie with some gorgeous salted caramel ice cream. So, so I thought this little sweet treat, and I hope the ice cream will help Sarah's throat a little bit.
Oh, it is. It is.
It's cooling it down.
Absolutely
Girls, when you walk
gorgeous.
into a room, you bring such an energy.
Oh, usually we bring the smell of pulled pork.
Yeah. Usually we bring bad wafts, but you're so polite.
There's nothing wrong
And
with
sausages.
Owen's going. He's trying to sneak out. Bye, love.
Don't forget, 11 o'clock.
All right, 11 o'clock.
Tell everybody I forgot.
11 o'clock, Owen Money, everybody. Listen in, he'll be brilliant. So, girls, yes, wafting of the pulled pork and everything like that. Welcome, I'm chuffed to bits you're back.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here on this lovely Sunday morning.
You've had a crazy year.
It's been another crazy year for
Yes.
us. I think that it's just the years will always be crazy for us, I think. But we've got some exciting news coming up.
Are we allowed to say what it is? Do we get an exclusive?
Well, not really an exclusive, but Sam and Shauna's Big Cookout returns on Monday.
What time?
7:30 on BBC One Wales.
This is series
2. Yeah. And they've just here's an exclusive.
Go on.
They've just commissioned series 3.
Hang on, let me just tell everyone. They've just commissioned. I'm doing it at the side of my mouth, so it doesn't count.
All right.
That's what my mother does. That's whatever happens in the world, right? My mother will always say it as a secret, but from the side of her mouth.
Yeah.
Like that. So it's a secret.
It is.
You're not
Don't
like
over
that.
it.
So series 2,
Yes.
tomorrow night,
Yep.
7:30.
Yes,
And
that's it.
listen, episode 1, you're going to need your hankies. Episode 2, you're going to laugh. Episode 3, you're going to think, I can't believe the girls just did that. And then episode 4, we're back to hankies.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've got 4 amazing communities, and we really want the people of Wales to get behind this show, because it's not just about a cooking show, it's about a celebration of these amazing communities across Wales, which starts with the Cloyd Special Needs Riding Centre tomorrow night, the Samaj, the Gujarati Temple in Cardiff, in Grangetown.
That's a vegetarian one, by the way.
Yeah. Yes, you just used the V word. Ferryside lifeboats, where we do a big fishy beach cookout, and then the Derry Diamonds all-female rugby team runs off the series 2.
It's a bit violent, the last one. We have a little go at the rugby. There's a few outtakes which I'm wondering if they'll bring on, where I get literally 7 bells knocked out of me having a little game. Yeah, they're formidable.
It's not just, as you say, it's not just a cooking programme. You guys get really, really involved.
Well, we spend a whole week with these amazing people. Now, what always draws us to the communities in the first place is that they often do incredible things as volunteers, and it's really worth shining a light on that.
And pay back and give back.
Well, the thing we wanted to do in the second series as well was to drive some cultural diversity and diversity in general through these communities. So, for example, the Gujarati women in the Samaj, that allows us to show how we would cook outdoors, a big vegetarian feast. But tomorrow's night episode, really, I mean, you're going to need hankies at the ready.
All the feels. Really? All the feels on that one.
The Cloyd Special Needs Riding Centre in Flintshire in North Wales is an absolutely amazing organisation that uses horses therapeutically to support a whole range of different people to help deal with the difficulties they face in their lives or overcome barriers in their lives. So everyone from cookouts with young people with cerebral palsy, autism, disabilities, Asperger's syndrome, right the way through to war veterans who had lost the use of both of their legs in Afghanistan. Look out for an absolutely incredible ex-copper called Jane Sargent, and an amazing story that she has where she's had to rebuild her life as a result of losing the loss of her legs, and really then it builds up to us making this massive Texas-style smoker where we cook loads of local Welsh brisket.
Wow.
Massive party at the end.
I had that for Mother's Day last week.
Oh,
Nice.
lovely. It's a treat.
Yeah,
Love a bit of brisket.
proper treat. And I say it without moving my teeth.
No.
Say it through the gap in my teeth. Brisket. I get a bit aggressive about it. I just love it.
Yeah, love it.
So what have you got coming next after all this? Are you having a rest?
Rest? Well, that's,
You've got- you- I
that's
mean,
a 4-letter word that we never say.
The
funny
restaurant
enough.
in Barry is still going like crazy.
It
right?
is. Yeah, you know, we had a really great year last year. Customers are still coming. We're still fully booked. And we won the Observer Food Monthly's best restaurant last year.
That's incredible, girls.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Well, really incredible, because never been won by 2 women before, never been won by a Welsh restaurant before, never been won by anything outside of fine dining.
I just had an accident. I just had an accident.
So did we, funny enough.
For 2 women in a barbecue joint on Barry Island, we're doing all right. And when we had to go to London and Nigella Lawson had to give us our award, I think she was a bit starstruck when she met us.
She was a bit.
Well, of course she was.
She was a bit, yeah. Yeah, she did ask for an autograph, but
And some
we jumped
tips,
in
I
with
guess.
champagne. She asked for some what?
Did you get some tips?
Oh, I thought you said that.
Happy days.
Yeah, it was a pretty amazing ceremony. There was little old us, rubbing shoulders with the the, the stars of the culinary world. So it was an immensely proud moment for us. We did feel like a little fish out of water and had to go get a pint of real ale afterwards, to be honest.
But I've been to your place and it's amazing. So when you said it's the first place that is one that isn't fine dining, it was pretty fine.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between fine dining and what you're doing then?
Well, like a Michelin star restaurant.
Yeah, so something that's a little fancier, which with the plate up and and the foams and the gas streaks and all of that. So for us, this is barbecue has always been the people's food. So when we came back from America, we were just taken by how everybody could enjoy it. So you'd go to a barbecue joint and there'd be little kids there and grannies and everybody in between. And I think for us, it's all about the people's food, and it's all about really humble food done really well. So that was really important to us, and so I think definitely the first barbecue joint that's ever won anything. Now, this may be the last. Don't know.
I mean, your passion is in your food, isn't it?
Yeah, we love it. I mean, it's customers keep coming and telling us how great it is. We can only do what we do. And we put a lot of love and a lot of care and a lot of attention. Our entire team does. And we always say our team's like a stick of rock. If you cut them in half, it'd say hang fire through and through. They're so passionate.
Because it's not just you guys. Everyone who works there is working towards the same thing, which is everyone has got the full experience that you get of being there. It's fantastic.
And that's what it is, like experiential. That's a really big part of it. Good, honest Southern cooking. That's what we're all about.
And quick shout out to our team if they're listening, which of course they are listening. Hey guys, crack on.
I'm working hard. Yeah. Listen, but keep working.
Talk and listen. Yeah.
So we've got Sam and Shauna's big cookout tomorrow night, BBC One Wales, tomorrow night at 7:30.
Yes.
I wish you so much luck.
Thank you very much.
And the third series. Yes. Let me come on and cook something.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll come on and do something. Or I'll just come on and eat.
Yep.
Yeah, we could have an Evan Wellington.
Could have an Evan Wellington.
Yeah. Where's Evan?
Where's
Evan
Wellington
in the Wellington?
Evans? Yes. We could do something like that.
Yeah. It could just be Find the Evan. That's series 4, isn't it?
Yes. It is now. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks.
A little bit of street life.
Perfect.
So, guys, what you got coming up this week?
This week I've got a couple of gigs. I'm kidding. I'm gigging in Cardiff in the Royal Oak on Wednesday. And
the pub?
Yes.
Oh, brilliant.
And Mysteg Town Hall on Thursday.
That's going to be a hoot.
Yes, it's going to be awesome.
Oh,
yeah, really looking forward to it.
And when was that?
Thursday night.
Okay.
So I think it starts at 8 o'clock. Probably doors 7:30, starts 8 o'clock. I mean, it's huge in there. I'm sure it'll be well attended, but I bet you could get tickets either online or on the door, possibly. Yeah.
Great. Okay, Dan?
I'm in Bootlegger, this new bar on Womanby Street in Cardiff tomorrow night. And then now I know the Royal Oak is on, which is right by my house. I'm going to try and sneak onto that gig as well.
Awesome.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That's a really nice little gig. I went to the first one, and it's a really nice little room. There's a really nice atmosphere there. It's really been well supported so far. So it's everything you want.
It's quite an intimate gig.
It's quite, it is quite, because it's quite a little pub, and also, there's a boxing ring upstairs. So if there's any trouble with hecklers,
what?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
it's an old boxing pub.
I think that's great, isn't it?
Yeah, so if any trouble, you just challenge them to a fight. Now there's put down stuff, you got right.
Go upstairs. Upstairs. I'm going to smash you in the neck.
Settle us like men.
Here we are, Stevie Wonders. Okay, let's look at some of the weather. Early mist. Fog or low cloud should clear with the day mainly sunny and dry. However, there will be an increasing risk of showers in the evening, fairly mild despite a gentle northeasterly wind. Maximum temperatures 13 to 16 degrees. This evening and tonight, mainly cloudy with some scattered light showers, especially across the central and eastern areas. Coastal areas may have some clear spells. However, mist and fog patches may form in gentle winds. Minimum temperatures 6 to 9 degrees. Tomorrow, cloudy with a few showers in the morning. However, the showers may turn widespread and heavy in the afternoon, bringing a chance of the odd rumble of thunder. Remaining fairly mild, maximum temperatures 12 to 15 degrees. Bosh, have that. That's your weather. And now we have got some Jacob Strong. He's here with the travel.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. That's all we've got time for this week. Thank you to all my guests. This has been a 16 media production for BBC Radio Wales. Owen's on next, so stay tuned. I'll be back next week. I love you. Ta-ra.
On FM,
digital radio,
online,
and on BBC Sounds.
This is BBC Radio Wales.